Well, it seems that Boeing has painted themselves into a corner when it comes to getting their biggest 737 Max, the -10, as well as their new 777X certified by the FAA. But Boeing has nobody to blame but themselves, because as a result of them trying to hide the truth about the original Max program, which resulted in 2 deadly crashes, the United States government passed new legislation making it nearly impossible for an airline manufacturer to ever pull off such a scheme as Boeing did ever again. So now, as a result, if Boeing continues to delay getting the Max-10 certified, they run a real risk of getting the program killed altogether. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. That's next on Maximus. Greetings everybody, Maximus here. Well, Dominic Gates of the Seattle Times is reporting this week that the FAA Local Oversight Office sent a letter to Boeing this month, warning that it will be difficult for Boeing to complete certification of the 737 Max-10 by the end of this year, which is a crucial deadline for the aircraft. A certification is the FAA's declaration that an aircraft is safe to fly passengers. But if Boeing misses that cutoff date, the Max-10 cannot be certified, unless it persuades Congress to extend a special exemption from a new congressionally mandated safety regulation. But given the current progress, the FAA letter casts doubt on Boeing's publicly stated timelines for certifying both the Max-10 as well as their new 777-9X. The FAA is asking Boeing to provide updated schedules for both programs. The letter was not publicly disclosed, but 2 sources, one within Boeing and one with the FAA, verified its content. Of course, the sources asked for anonymity out of fear of losing their jobs. However, in a statement, Boeing said that it's preparing updated timelines and that the FAA will determine the pace of the certification work. Boeing said that we're working to provide official documentation of specific milestones within the certification program, in accordance with the FAA's request, adding that we have no updates to share. However, regarding the possibility of the missed Max-10 deadline, a Boeing official reiterated recently that as yet, the company has not requested any official action by any member of Congress. However, the official said that the company's lobbyists on Capitol Hill have been, shall we say, educating congressional members and staff about potential impacts. Presumably a reference to potential job losses in Renton and elsewhere if an exemption wasn't granted, a scenario that could kill the Max-10 program. A Boeing official said, "We have communicated to lawmakers the potential implications for failure to certify the 730-10 by year's end." The FAA declined to discuss the ongoing certification projects. Safety will dictate the timeline, the agency said. The Max-10, the final and largest model in the Max family, first flew in June of 2021 and has been in flight testing ever since. But Boeing is gambling on sales of this largest version of the Max to counter their rival hot-selling Airbus A321neo. More rigorous FAA scrutiny following the failures and oversight in the certification of the original 737 MAX 8 model has slowed approval for the Max-10 significantly. But further delaying the process, when the European Aviation Safety Agency certified the Max in 2021, it insisted that certain flight control system improvements, including an additional angle of attack sensor, must be added to the Max-10. But the Max isn't Boeing's only certification headache. The 777-9X, the first and largest in the 777X family, faces a similarly prolonged certification program. The letter from the FAA questioning the timeline set for both programs was signed by Ian Wan, the acting manager for aviation safety in the FAA office that oversees Boeing's certification of new airplanes. Wan has been integral in the tightening of FAA oversight. Some may recall in May of 2021 that it was Ian Wan who ruled that the 777X was, quote, not yet ready to pass a key certification milestone, and he demanded more test data from Boeing on the program. Then in August of 2021, it was Wan that initiated a new review of Boeing after a survey of company engineers found that a sizable percentage of them felt that they didn't feel free to raise safety concerns to Boeing without fear of retaliation. The immediate problem Wan's letter highlights for Boeing is the Max-10 deadline. The issue is that modern airliners are required to have crew alerting systems with specific safety features to warn pilots of malfunction during a flight and to help them differentiate, prioritize, and respond to different types of alerts. But the crew alerting system on the 737 MAX is limited by the 1960s era 737 cockpit systems design, which doesn't meet that standard. The Boeing 737 is the company's only jet that doesn't meet that requirement. It was in 2014, during certification of the 737 Max-10 that Boeing persuaded the FAA to relax this specific safety standard, as it had previously done for all past 737 models. Documents obtained by the Seattle Times in 2019 revealed Boeing's argument to the FAA. Its case rested largely on the 737's long and generally safe service history. Boeing statistics showed that previous 737 NG models through 2017 had a record among the best of large airliners of one serious accident per 6 million departures. In 2014, Boeing also separately argued that it had corrected each of the distinct crew alerting issues that may have contributed to pilot confusion in 3 fatal 737 NG crashes during the previous decade. And it also cited a cost of $10 billion to install a modern crew alerting system on the MAX. The FAA ultimately agreed that this was in fact impractical. However, after the MAX crashes in 2018 and 2019 that killed 346 people, Congress late in 2020 passed the Aircraft Certification, Safety, and Accountability Act. The law was written to require tougher certification standards for all future new airplanes. However, it implicitly exempted the Max-10 by designating the law to take effect 2 years ahead on January 1st of 2023. But at the time the new legislation was written, it was expected the Max-10 would be certified by then. If Boeing fails to make the deadline, it must ask lawmakers to give it another pass or amend the date, or risk killing the program entirely. So why is it taking Boeing so long to get these aircrafts ready for certification? Well, you know what they say. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So I gotta ask, what the duck is going on over at Boeing? A question that Sir Tim Clark, president of Emirates Airlines, is also asking about his 777X jets he's been waiting over 4 years for. But it's not important what I think. I want to know what you think. So make sure and let me know down below. Well, that's going to wrap it up for now. As always, check out the links in the description if you'd like to help support the channel. And on your way out, please be sure to subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell. And remember, leave the rubber on the runway and your troubles on the ground. And I will see you next time in the air. Yeah, this is Maximus.